Thanks for coming back to the conversation. We are talking to a family of Black expats, people who leave their native country, in this case the U.S., to take up residence in another country. We have been talking to the Andersons, international travelers, Ken and Nas Anderson, and now joining the conversation, their beautiful daughters, 10-year-old Mackenzie and 9-year-old Peyton. Hello, Anderson sisters. How are you?
Good.
How's Mexico?
It's good. I like that we get to live somewhere where we can have
a better environment.
Like, what do you mean? Tell me, what do you like about it? Like, what are your favorite things?
My favorite thing is that, like, the food is different.
Like, so tell me about your favorite foods.
My favorite food is probably gonna have to be pizza.
Pizza? Okay, all right. Because we know that there's some really good pizza in Mexico. What about school? What's school been like for you? Because you moved last year. What grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade and she's in 5th grade.
Okay, so I want to hear from each of you. What's the new school like? Are you learning Spanish? Mm-hmm. Yes. And what's different, like, from what school was like for when you were living here in Atlanta? How's it different?
Like, we don't have, like, a real cafeteria. We just, like, buy snacks and things. Mm-hmm. And we get to learn, like, languages. Like, in our other school, we didn't learn languages.
Gotcha. So you were doing some home schooling at first, right? That's what we were looking. You said try.
Tried and failed.
Because sometimes we recognize we got to stay in our lane, and educating our children may not always be, right?
Absolutely.
So how did you find the school? How did you figure out what was going to be a good match for your daughters?
That was rough because there's not that many options where there's not a whole bunch of Spanish. You know, we wanted to make sure that they weren't just all the way out of their element. So
But you wanted them to learn Spanish.
Exactly. So the first school that we found, the couple who started the school, they were actually from Colorado. So there was English speaking, but there were other, Spanish kids there, Russian kids there. It's a melting pot. But it wasn't really traditional. It was more so like Montessori, so they were just doing a lot of tech type stuff. But we wanted to make sure they still had the foundational education with the English, reading, writing, all that. Right. So the new school that they're in is a brand new school, actually. They have like a franchise, but it's the first time they're here. So it's 80% English, 20% Spanish, and instruction each day.
Are you learning Spanish really well?
Yes, we learned Spanish and French.
And French to parle français as well. Yes. Nice. This is going to be fun. So, meeting new friends, because I know sometimes that can be tricky wherever you live, right? What's it been like for you?
Well, it's kind of been easy because our mom's been finding people that we can play with.
Okay, that's good.
So
good looking out, Mom.
It's like we go on play dates with them to figure out like if we want to be friends with them.
That's right. That's what we do. We figure this out.
I have one friend at my school. Like, I have a couple of friends that I do gymnastics with at my school.
Cool. Gymnastics, I understand one of you is learning how to do horseback riding. Yes?
Yes.
What's that like?
It's good, but like you have to get used to it because it's kind of like hard to get used to the horse and things, but it's fun.
So, Mom and Dad, are these, because I know there's going to be somebody who's watching and saying, these are all great experiences, but they're all archery too?
Archery.
Okay, I see you. I love it. There's the gymnastics with the lollipop. But there's some who may say, but aren't these things you could do in the U.S.?
Sure.
Help us understand the significance of doing it in a different setting.
I think the significance is, the affordability. Here we want to give our kids the opportunity to experience different things, but I can't say,
This cost of living?
Yeah, yes. So there, just, for comparison, with Mackenzie, she could go 2 times a week to do horseback riding for like $100 for the month.
And then Payne does gymnastics for $50 for the month at an Olympic facility. And here we were paying $300 for gymnastics, $400 for taekwondo.
Cost of living has been
different.
significant,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You are experiencing the difference financially. What about for your spiritual and mental and overall well-being? Like, I know there's probably somebody in the family's like, oh, the baby's going to church.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I can say this. So we are Adventists, so we worship on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
But they don't have a translator at the churches. But what I can say is what it has done, it has brought us closer together.
Yeah.
We have really started to work on, just our spirit, far as the fruit of the spirit: love, joy, peace,
Yes,
patience, kindness,
right.
goodness, and self-control. And I feel like that has helped the kids to experience and have a real relationship. I know when I was growing up, it was just we go to church. You want to be good, you go to church. But now it allowed us to really like come together, learn together, and really build a solid bond. And I feel like that's unmatched.
Yeah,
While
and studying too.
studying,
she's 10. She came to me the other day. She's like, "Look, Mom, she has a notebook with scriptures, and she was explaining what it meant to her. We didn't tell her to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like for your friends who are still here in Atlanta, when they ask you, "What is this like?" What are you saying?
Well, I sometimes say like it's cool because we get to move in a different place and it's like different from America, and we have like a lot of stuff and it's cheaper than
Listen, I appreciate the child who understands that things can get a little pricey. Makes sense. All right, listen, we're going to keep this conversation going. We've got a lot more to talk about. Clearly, the Andersons have experienced some trial and error with moving to a new country, sight unseen. After the break, they're going to share some tips on how to smoothly move to another country and if another country could be on the horizon. Oh, eyebrows going up. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.